We have been lied to about functional fitness. You believe you need 2 hours a day, a gym membership, and brutal, joint-destroying cardio to see any real change. But what if the truth is that a powerful, life-changing, full-body workout can be achieved in just 10 minutes a day, right from your home, with zero jumping and zero pain? I'm here to show you the proven methodology built from analyzing data across thousands of successful home fitness journeys that replaces the high-impact grind with pure, effective, low-impact cardio and strength training. This formula focuses entirely on functional movement and joint-friendly exercises that build leg strength and core strength simultaneously. But the real secret is that we don't use workouts. We use a daily strength project routine. This is the simplest, most potent at-home workout you will ever find. If you struggle with consistency, fear of injury, or just hate intense, jarring exercise, then this is the daily exercise plan you've been waiting for. We are going to execute a no-equipment workout focused on building pain-free movement and strength-building capacity. This 10-minute, no-jump, beginner-friendly routine will transform you and make you feel stronger. Conflict to context to resolution. This is your daily strength project routine. The biggest conflict in starting a fitness journey isn't a lack of effort. It's a fear of injury and a failure to build a simple daily routine. Most beginner routines are designed for retention, but they lack the essential element of full-body mobility that prevents setbacks. Today, we resolve that. We've structured this routine as 15 continuous minutes of focused, high-value movement. You'll perform each movement for 45 seconds, but we only allow a 15-second transition. This quick pacing is the engine of our fat-burning strategy. Every repetition counts, and every second moves you toward better joint health. Phase 1. Mobilization and foundational strength. Our goal here is to wake up the muscles and establish strong, stable movement patterns. Number 1. Marching high knees. Most people just swing their legs, but we use this as a core warm-up. Lift your knees high toward your chest, not just your hips. Actively pull your belly button toward your spine with every lift. This isn't just a warm-up, it's a dynamic core engagement. But don't rush. The control is where the value lies. This gentle walking workout movement is our entry point to cardio. Number 2. Bodyweight squats. You think this is just a leg exercise, but it's a foundational test of your entire body's functional fitness. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. Sit back, as if you are lowering yourself to a tiny chair. Crucially, keep your chest proud and your back straight. Go only as low as you can without your heels lifting or your back rounding. This builds your leg strength capacity. Breathe out as you push up through your heels. Number 3. Standing torso twists. We build core strength without crunches because crunches are often unnecessary for pain-free movement. Plant your feet with a slight bend in your knees. Twist from your waist, keeping your hips stationary. The twist should be a controlled rotation, not a flung movement. But remember, every twist engages your oblique muscles, the ones responsible for stability and posture. Number 4. Step back lunges. Lunges build phenomenal leg strength, but stepping back, instead of forward, puts far less stress on the knee joint. Step straight back, lowering your back knee toward the floor. The key is to ensure your front knee stays directly over your ankle. If you feel wobbly, simply hold a wall. This is a powerful move for full body mobility and balance. Number 5. Wall push-ups. Upper body strength training must start safely. Find a sturdy wall. Place your hands slightly wider than your shoulders. Step your feet back until your body forms a straight line. Lower your chest toward the wall, keeping your elbows close to your body, but don't let your hips sag. Push back up to a standing position. This is the perfect, safe way to build chest and arm strength for more involved upper body exercises. We're about to transition into our fat-burning cardio phase, but first, I'd love to know what your biggest fitness struggle is. Is it consistency, an injury, or motivation? Leave a quick comment below right now and let me know. Phase 2, low-impact power and functional mobility. Now we accelerate the calorie burn using low-impact cardio and multi-joint functional movements. Number 6, side-to-side step jacks. Forget the jumping jack that jars your knees. This is the joint-friendly alternative. Step your right foot out and swing your arms overhead. Step back in. Repeat on the left. This simple, continuous movement is our pure, safe cardio interval. But don't treat it as just a step. Make the arm movement big to engage the shoulders and get the heart rate up. Number 7, glute bridges. We're targeting the largest, most metabolism-boosting muscle group in your body, the glutes. Lie on your back, knees bent. Pressing through your heels, lift your hips off the floor, squeezing your glutes powerfully at the top. Hold for a second, then lower slowly. This move is essential for joint health and correcting the posture issues that come from sitting too much. Number 8, arm circles. This is a small move with a huge impact on full body mobility and shoulder joint health. Extend your arms straight out. Start with small controlled circles forward, then reverse. Keep your core tight. It will start to burn, but that burn means you are safely improving the range of motion in your shoulders. Number 9, squat to toe reach. We combine lower body strength with core strength and balance. Perform a bodyweight exercise squat. As you stand, lift one leg and reach the opposite hand across your body toward your toes. It's an alternating twist and stretch. This move is excellent for coordination and balance, key elements of functional fitness. Number 10, standing knee drives. This is a powerful standing crunch. Plant one foot firmly. Drive the opposite knee high toward your chest, while simultaneously pulling your arms down to meet it. It should be a controlled, powerful explosion. Perform half the time on one side, but be sure to switch promptly to the other. This fires up the lower abs and boosts your walking workout power. Number 11, deadlift jacks. This complex-sounding movement is the pinnacle of controlled strength training and balance. Balance on one leg. Hinge forward at the hips, letting the other leg extend back, maintaining a straight line from head to heel. Return to a standing position, then lift the working leg to the side like a half jack. Focus entirely on control and balance. This is precision work for your glutes and hamstrings. Number 12, shadowboxing. A fantastic zero-impact way to get a full-body cardio and core strength burst. Throw jabs, crosses, and hooks. The power comes from twisting your torso, not just your arms. Stay light on your feet. But most importantly, keep your core tight to protect your lower back and maximize the oblique engagement. This is a pure, fun, fat-burning movement. Number 13, side leg raises. We finish with stability. Stand tall, holding a wall if needed. Keeping your leg perfectly straight, slowly lift it directly out to the side, then slowly lower it. This targets the hip abductors, tiny but critical muscles for pain-free movement and joint health. Switch sides halfway through. Control is everything. Number 14, overhead reaches. Our final move is a big, sweeping movement to finish the routine strong. Step one foot out and reach both arms up overhead. Return and alternate sides. This is a full body stretch and final heart rate booster. But make sure you are reaching as far as you can, stretching and lengthening the whole body with purpose. You have just completed a massive step in your strength building journey. The resolution, a new daily routine. You just completed a full body workout designed to make you feel stronger without ever asking you to do a jump. This daily exercise is the foundation for a life of pain-free movement. You've proven you don't need a gym. You just need 10 minutes, daily consistency, and the right approach. Remember, this beginner-friendly plan is your personal daily strength project. The key to incredible lasting results isn't intensity, it's consistency. If this at-home workout has proven to you that fitness can be effective and gentle, please consider joining our community. Subscribe to the Daily Strength Project right now so you never miss another routine that's designed for real, sustainable results. And to keep this incredible momentum going, click on the video featured on your screen now to access the next routine in the playlist. Keep building your strength, one pain-free day at a time.